Hello there, in this video we're going to map key metrics to something, hang on. Hello there, in this video we're going to map key metrics to areas on the dashboard and I'll get it, hang on. Hello there, in this video we're going to map key metrics to areas on the dashboard and identify what chart types we're going to use. Got it, let's go.
Okay, welcome back to the file. So in this video we're going to take a look at mapping these key metrics to our designs. So we've got the key metrics here, we've got revenue and orders, conversion rate and average order value, traffic overview, top and low performing products, and performance versus previous period. Okay, so in advance of the video I have gone into the wireframing page. So I've gone in here, I've taken a copy of this design and I've done some annotations. So if I just scroll to the right you'll see. Alright, so let's zoom in. If you're not familiar with how to do annotations, just very quickly, you go from design mode and you switch into dev mode. You would then select annotation or keyboard shortcut Y. So if I click on that, you can select any element on your design. So say I select this, you click, you can give it a category, you can edit the categories, and then you can add some notes in here. So if I just do this as an example, click on enter, and now that note links to that particular UI element here in my design. If you want to delete it, you can double click and quite simply click on the three dots and delete annotation. Right, I'm just going to press escape and I'm just going to switch back to design mode. So I wanted to do this in advance. This is going to really help understand what stats can go where on the dashboard, what we're going to need potentially in terms of content or visualizations, or what kind of chart type we're going to use. So let's move to the top left and let's work our way through these notes. Okay, so the first one, if I click on here, this relates to the title and description. So we're probably going to have something like dashboard as the title, and beneath it we can have a description related to our dashboard. I think that would be quite useful. So moving on to the next annotation, we have got the first UI card here, and I want that to be total revenue. I've put type here just so I can identify it on our wireframes, and the content that we're going to need is total revenue number, so that will need to appear here on this UI card. So I want a signifier here to suggest whether the revenue has gone up or whether it's going down based on the date range applied on the dashboard. Okay, moving on to the next annotation, so that will be total orders. It's going to be UI card number 2, which is just here. And what we want in terms of content is the total number of orders, and again a signifier to suggest whether that's gone up or whether that's gone down based on the date range applied. Okay, moving on, we have got our visualization here for performance versus previous period. Now the heading's probably going to be something like revenue over time, and then what I wanted was a subheading just to give a little bit more context. So it could say last 30 days versus previous 30 days. So the type of chart this is going to be, it's going to be a line chart, and the content that we're going to display some graph lines. One will be for current period and one will be for the previous. And we'll probably have a legend above the chart as well that just shows current and previous colors so you can identify which line is which. Okay, moving down, so we've got our collapsible navigation. So we're going to have the logo at the top. I just zoom out a little bit, so the logo is probably going to be up here. We're going to have a list of product icons, and in the expanded navigation we're going to have the product or feature names as well. I've added some additional notes here, so potentially at the bottom of the navigation we could add things like settings or notifications, and as an extra point and as a reminder I wanted to put how we're going to expand and collapse the navigation, so we're going to need to think about how we're going to do that as well. Okay, down to the table of orders, which is the bottom table here. So type is going to be a table, and then I've just listed out some potential columns that I could use here. So customer name, the products purchased, the category, the delivery provider, so like FedEx, the delivery date, and any kind of order status that we can put in that table that would be useful. Okay, let's zoom out and let's go to the right hand side. So starting off at the top, we've got the date filter, so we want to show the date range clearly. The default setting will display the last 30 days, and this should provide some flexibility to our users on the dashboard so they can filter and change the date range that they want to view. Next up, there's a primary action. I'm not entirely sure what we need here or if anything is required. I put export here as people might export the dashboard or potentially share it. So share could be another primary action, but we'll see if we need it. Okay, so moving down to UI card number 3. So this is going to be conversion rate. We want to show the conversion rate displayed as a percentage. And again, I want a signifier to suggest whether that's gone up or down based on the date range applied. Okay, moving on to UI card number 4. So this is average order value. We're probably going to have a currency value stat here on the card. And then again, a signifier to suggest whether it's up or down based on the date range. Okay, moving on to traffic overview. So this is going to be traffic by source. So things like organic, PPC, social, they can be displayed here. And the type is going to be a donut style chart. So that should be good. And then go into the last annotation here. We've got product performance. So we're going to have the top and low performing products here. It's going to be a table and potentially some of the columns. We're going to have product name, product sold, whether it's trending up or down, and maybe a category. So that should be useful there. I think this is a great way to do it because it gives you an idea of what kind of content you need to populate your designs with, so you don't just go in completely cold with no idea of what to populate each section. So this is going to give us some direction as we start to build each of these components. So yeah, annotations, if you've not used it, switch into dev mode. It's right here in the menu bar, and that's keyboard shortcut Y. Very useful. And you can give your annotations different categories just so it's easier to see them as you're navigating your designs. Okay, well, I think I have graffitied my wireframes enough. I think I've got enough context on here for us to take it to the next stage. So let me just scroll back up and let's just go to overview. So in the next video, let's start looking at design system considerations and let's start building out some of these components that we need for our designs.
Okay, that's it for this video. Thanks for getting to the end. So like, subscribe, all the things, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, well done for getting to the end. Still here as always. Today, the world's smallest Nokia phone. The world's smallest phone that's broken. I don't remember using this. So it has a 1.3 megapixel camera. Check that out. Be interesting to see if that still works. Plan for the rest of the day, get a coffee, get a snack. See if we can get this working. I'm intrigued if it works. I'm not going to hold out much hope because that doesn't sound good at all. Anyway, shameless plug, check out my website, designwithmitch.com. We've got resources and courses and all good things on there. Other than that, have a great rest of the week and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.